Hello, my name is Alfonso.
And this is Ryan.
And this is Can't Argue With That.
Alfonso and Ryan.
We're going to start y'all off with the missing link found in Charleston to the Legion of Boom.
843. Okay. 843. Okay.
And are the Cowboys tanking, or what are we doing? Are the Patriots tanking? What are they doing? And we'll dance about in the league a little bit as well.
Okay. Also, we have a former Panther, Eric Reed, turning down an offer to join the practice squad for the Washington football team. Does Le'Veon Bell make the Chiefs' offense unstoppable? And of course, we'll have a little bit of Ryan Fitzpatrick talk, a little Trevor Lawrence talk, and of course, that all-important Drama King himself, AB, has signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he's back in the NFL. So exciting.
Call God.
Call him. Of course, and speaking of receivers back in the NFL, there's an NFL receiver that's back who's very near and dear to so many of our hearts. Dez Bryant is back. He signed with the Ravens practice squad.
Yes, he has. And backtracking to 2018, he actually rejected a 3-year contract for $21 million.
That's a bit of a haircut, eh?
A little bit of a haircut. Speaking of someone near and dear to our hearts, we have our boy who got signed to the New England Patriots a few months ago.
Who is that boy?
Cam.
Oh, Cam.
So, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
There's been grumblings of them trading Stephon Gilmore, their number one defender and corner. And now, is this the last chance for Cam Newton? Like, what exactly are they doing?
Well, as one of Cam's biggest fans and maybe his biggest supporter, I do have to say, unfortunately, this might be Cam's last opportunity to actually start a game in the NFL. It really boils down to this Sunday. They have a very important game coming down to the division leader, the Buffalo Bills. That's right, the Buffalo Bills are leading the AFC East.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And things recently, Cam did get COVID about three weeks ago now, I would say. But unfortunately, in his last 2 games since he's come back, he's thrown 0 touchdowns to 5 interceptions and hasn't reached more than 175 yards in any of his 5 starts except the Seattle Seahawks game.
Ooh.
So, make or break time this Sunday for Cam.
Sounds so.
But I am still confident in him, and I know that he is going to turn things around.
Okay.
But it's not all on him, though, man. Have you seen his supporting cast or lack thereof?
Yeah. And Nikhil is actually out. Well, he was held out of practice today, so I don't know if he's going to play or not. Yeah. And as well, their offensive line has been retooled several times. You know what I mean? They may still be in contention because the Bills aren't looking too great as of lately as well. I mean, they struggle with the Jets. They lost to the Titans, lost to the Chiefs, of course.
Right.
So, I mean, they're still in contention. So I don't know why that they would be grumbling about, giving up on the season.
Could it all come down to the Patriots and Jets for Trevor Lawrence?
These are the comments that has everyone's panties in a bunch. Obviously, I have the option to do either one. My mindset has been that I'm going to move on. But who knows? There's a lot of things that can happen. So we'll see how it unfolds.
So, with Trevor's comments there, what is it that you actually think he's saying there? Think that he's seriously contemplating coming back to Clemson for his senior season to possibly not play for the Jets?
He's messing up a lot of people's records in the Vegas stat lines or the Vegas betting lines. I know that much.
I mean, we've got so far. We got the Jets in contention for Trevor, Cowboys in contention for Trevor. Maybe the Patriots they're actually thinking about tanking for Trevor.
I mean, it's not going to get any better next year. Like you said,
the Jets have been awful since Namath was the quarterback, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, mediocrity, poor play is the people who are in that situation. So I doubt that a good team is going to ever be in that predicament.
So, Fonzo, you were talking about players who are trying to get that real money, as you put it. Eric Reed turned down an offer to join the practice squad for that Washington football team. What is he thinking? What do you think? Did he make the right choice, or should he hold out for more?
Pride goeth before the fall. That's what this is. You know, you have to understand that he's a former Pro Bowler, as well as after suing the NFL then gave him, or you know, the Panthers then gave him a $9 million signing bonus. So his head's in the clouds.
Yeah.
His head's pretty big. So he's not going to no darn. Yeah, he's not going to no darn practice squad for anybody, in my opinion.
Right.
How about you?
I would say, a practice squad opportunity is a real football job in the National Football League. I would say the average practice squad player within 2 to 3 weeks is probably going to be playing real snaps. So if I were him, I probably would have signed, but hey, what do I know? So there was another player who was in a similar position who was offered a contract and he didn't want it. Le'Veon Bell, as you know, he sat out from football a couple of years ago, and he went to those Jets.
Yeah.
Of course, they cut him because it didn't work out. Now he's with the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. And what do you think? Is the Chiefs' offense now unstoppable?
He's got to prove it to me first. I mean, he's coming off of a season in which he rushed for 3.2 yards.
3.2 yards a carry.
Le'Veon Bell, like if you ain't getting above 4, then you can't talk to me for
When's the
Le'Veon
last
Bell.
time that he had a 100-yard game? Three years ago?
3 years ago for the Steelers.
Oh man.
Yes.
Oh man.
So I mean, I don't see it as a deliver. How did Mr. Dunlap say? He said it's part of the solution, but it's not the solution.
Right.
Yes,
He
sir.
is not the answer, but he's part of the solution, though.
Exactly,
As
exactly.
he would actually say.
So what do you say?
Honestly, I don't think it makes a difference. The Chiefs' offense is so high powered. They have a lot of weapons. They invested a first round pick in their current running back. Le'Veon Bell's like, I wouldn't call him icing on the cake. Is he more so like a sprinkle? He's not several sprinkles, just a sprinkle. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
But one of his teammates, or a former teammate, troublesome teammate, somewhat of a troubled past, checkered past, maybe a checkered future, Mr. Antonio Brown, or you say Mr. Call God himself. Call? He's signed with Tampa Bay as some are calling now. What do you think? Is this actually a good move?
I'm not sure if they needed him. Their receiving core was already lucrative. They had running backs, they had defense, they have Tom Brady, and that's why they had confidence enough to bring Antonio Brown into their locker room.
Do you think that Antonio Brown will be a good soldier?
He has to. He has to. Honestly, he was a good soldier last year. If you remember, he was just texting a little bit too much. You know what I mean? But on the field, he was a saint.
He's still
As far as I
productive
know.
on the field.
Yeah. I mean, so I don't have a problem with him on the field, and Tom Brady doesn't have a problem with him on the field, and the league won't have a problem with him on the field. But off the field, he's still on probation. I think he's still got another case to go through.
He has several pending cases. Cases.
So I'm appalled. Not appalled, but I'm actually just surprised that the NFL allowed him back. I know the NFL is very forgiving. They have to be. But I'm just kind of surprised that the NFL said, the NFL should make him handle his chicken a little bit better. Let's go ahead and switch gears real quick. Talking about the top. We're talking about the MVP quarterback or
top
teams and stuff like that. But let's talk about the MVP front runner. Who do you think we got for the MVP front runner?
I have Russ number 1.
Yeah.
Second, I have to admit, Brady's looked pretty good these last couple of weeks. So, I mean, he might actually be catching up to him a little bit.
Okay. Brady should be eligible for comeback player of the year.
What are some of the teams that you actually see that could possibly reach the Super Bowl this season?
Well, I mean, obviously the Bucks are looking good.
Bucks are looking good.
Bucks are really looking good. And also, I'm thinking about the Seahawks.
Seattle, you said?
Seattle.
Tampa, those, is it
Tampa.
pretty safe to say
Seattle,
those are your top two?
How about yours?
If I had to choose, I'd say Seattle, because Russ is playing at such a high level right now.
Yeah.
And they just added Los.
Exactly.
AFC team, are you thinking Chiefs, Ravens?
No. I'm thinking Steelers, Chiefs.
Ooh, Steelers and Chiefs? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I still have confidence in Lamar, but I just think that they're missing some piece. I can't identify, but they're missing something else. It just looks like they're missing. Every time I see them play, it looks like they're missing something else. just
Yeah.
I mean, that's just
They're actually not performing as well this year as previously because they're actually only 27th in offense this year. It's rough.
wow.
That's rough.
Yeah,
That's rough.
Mr. Madden himself.
Mr. Madden. Is it actually the jinx, you think? Is it a curse?
I don't know. Could be.
I
Could
don't know.
be. Could be. Could be. So what else we got? Well, I guess we're gonna close it out, right?
Absolutely. And how is it that we usually close off the show?
We usually do a meme of the week.
However, because the Cowboys are so popular and the memes just seem to create themselves, we actually have memes of the week. That's right, plural.
Oh,
memes of the week. And we're going to put a few of those up on the board right now.
Oh Lord, oh Lord. All right.
So right now, here's the first one.
Ouch.
And the next one.
Doink.
Here's another. And my personal favorite.
This one hurts. This one hurts.
Yeah.
Nice
yeah.
like
I mean,
this.
it
There's
writes
another
itself,
one,
man. It writes itself, man. I'm gonna do one of the worst.
Get that off the screen. Get that off the screen. Get that off the screen. But yeah, this was just a little dabble in free agency, the free agency special. We're gonna have another episode for you next week, of course. Go Panthers.
Go Panthers.
I guess go Cowboys. My name is Alfonso,
And this is Ryan.
and this has been another episode of Can't Argue with That.
Just some cool cats rapping from the 843.
Bloopers.
Yeah, no, word.
Bloopers.